Welcome to episode 7 of the Team Curvy and Healthy YouTube blog. So today I want to talk to you about saboteurs, and that is whether that person is internal, which is you being a saboteur to yourself, or someone external, someone who's on the outside just, yapping and telling you all of these things about what you can't do, what you can't become. What I want you to know is that you have to be the biggest supporter in your life. Your voice has to matter the most. And because of that, you have to work internally to silence that doubt, to silence that negativity, to silence that hater in yourself. Because if you're anything like me, you're your own worst critic. Like for me, I analyze everything. I'm so over analytical. Like, my mind is always going. I'm always looking at how I could have improved something, how I could have done something better. And so for me, I have to even silence that in myself, saying, you did the best you could. And once that's over, to let it go. To let it go. So sometimes you can be your own worst critic, and because of that inner voice within yourself is, it's the worst. And sometimes you can really damage yourself by the things that you say, and that thought becomes action, that thought becomes a belief. So you really do have to watch the words that you think and speak over yourself. Now, externally, when you're dealing with someone externally, especially for those of us who've gone through our weight loss journeys, nobody really tells you how big you've gotten. And if they do, they say it's so mean. They're like, woo, you've gotten big, or ooh, you gained some weight. And, that can really play on you mentally. And then when you start losing the weight, then they're like, ooh, don't get too small, or you look, different. Like, I remember my brother telling me, he was like, my head is so little and my body is still, and I'm just like, dude, you're talking about my body. I was like, I know you joking, but for me, it's something I'm working on. And then, when you lift weights, then they tell you, you lift weights, you're going to look like a man, you're going to look manly. And I'm like, the women that you see that are super bulky, they had to take testosterone hormones to get their body to do that. A woman who's working out naturally and lifting weights is not going to look like that. So, you just have to, silence the critics. You have to silence the noise, and you have to make sure that the voice that you have inside of you is your biggest supporter. One of the things that I found out is that when you start a business, when you start doing anything, you can't expect people to support you the way that you have supported them. They could have had productions, they could have had events, they could have had anything that they've been doing that they put on, and you bought tickets, you attended, you bought items from their whatever. And when it comes to your stuff, they're silent. Hell, they won't even share a post. And so, with support, you have to make sure that you're your own biggest supporter, because you cannot depend on anybody else to support you the way you support yourself. I mean, there's people that you have supported for years in whatever they're doing, whatever their dreams may be. And then when you start pursuing your dream, whatever it is, they're silent as hell. And the support, the dollars, the time that you poured into them, they do not do into you. So that's why you have to be strong within yourself to make sure that you are your own biggest supporter. One of the things that I have done is I started a prayer/grateful jar. And so on the days where I'm my own worst critic, I feel bummy, I feel like I'm tired, just like things just aren't going right, I created my jar. And my jar reminds me of a day or a time that I was happy, that something good happened. And so I'm going to share one with you. I don't know what it's going to be. So I'm going to share something out of my grateful jar, and we're going to pull one out. This is from March 17, 2018. It says, I didn't lose them, they lost me. And so I remember I had an epiphany. I'm like, I'm a good person. Like, I'm a good person. I have a good heart. So if anybody is no longer in my life, it's a loss for them, because I know what I offer, what I have inside of me, how I do people. I do it out of love. I do it out of a space of joy and happiness and genuine concern, or genuine support and authenticity. So if anybody is not in my life, they lost me. I didn't lose them, because I know who I am and I know what kind of person I am. I don't offer toxicity, and it is something I have worked on, because I know with me also, I have a mouth. I have a mouth, and if I don't like something, you're going to hear it, and you're going to hear it honestly and to the point. And everyone can't handle my directness. And so I had to try to find a way to make sure that I'm direct and I get my point across, but not come off as harsh. So I had to check myself in that. And even still with that, I know that I'm a good person, and what I say is out of love and not out of hate or harm. So if I ever had someone no longer in my life, that's a loss for them, not for me, because I know that I'm dope. So that is from my prayers / grateful jar, my epiphanies, my thoughts. And so I'm a visual person. I like to be able to see things. I like to be able to write things down, and they help me focus. So that's that. You have to control the saboteur, whether it's internal, whether it's external. You know what your goals are. You reach those goals no matter freaking what. And anybody that has a problem with it, anybody that can't roll with you, you leave them in the dust, because you have things you want to accomplish, and you cannot wait for somebody to support your dreams the way you do. Everybody's not going to have your vision, and because of that, they're not going to have your grind. And because of that, that means you have to make sure that you are doing the best you can with the tools that you have been given, because nobody is going to support you the way you support yourself. Nobody's going to big up you the way you big up yourself. And that's why, even though I'm my own worst critic, I'm my own best supporter, because I know what I offer. I know what type of person I am. And because of that, that gives me the strength to be who I am. All right. We're going to get into this week's meal prep. So I'm an author, y'all. Hey. I have my first ebook out. So you can go to www.teamcurvyandhealthy.com and go to the link and download my ebook. This is a recipe off that ebook. It is one of my meal replacement smoothies. And I can't give you the recipe because it's in the book. Hey. But here it is. I will be having this as a meal prep. So, yummy tasty. I also will be putting protein in it. And of course, I left the protein over here. Uno momento. I'm back. So, this is the protein I use. I like Sabotage. Sabotage doesn't have a whole bunch of fillers in it. It has a great amount of protein, low calories, low carbs. So that's why I like it. You can get it at GNC. You can get it off Amazon. You can Google Sabotage. So before y'all ask me where y'all can get it, there's some places you can get it, but Google is your friend. Okay? So Sabotage protein goes into this shake. All right. Next, I have my Morningstar burgers. I will be having a burger to go with my lunch. This is not all that I'll be eating along with the shake, but I really like these Morningstar veggie burgers. And so I have a really lazy meal prep. I think I said that for the last couple weeks or the week before. I'm being lazy with it. It's all good. I'm going to have this with it. Breakfast. I really enjoy these Thomas 100 calorie multigrain English muffins. These are really, really good. Only 100 calories, 8 grams of fiber. Fiber fills you up. So fiber keeps you from feeling like you're hungry. So I have this, and I put a little bit of this whipped Greek yogurt. So it's a mixture of cream cheese and Greek yogurt. Low calories. Yeah, no carbs. Well, almost none. It's like 2 grams of carbs in here. But I really like it on my English muffin to go along with my maple flavored veggie sausage. So that's breakfast, these 3. Also in the smoothie, I have my favorite almond milk, which is Khalifa Farms. It's only 50 calories and it's really yummy. And it doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. So when I switched to this, I had to get used to it because the other almond milk I had, even though it was just almond milk, it was vanilla, has so much more sugar. Khalifa Farms doesn't have as much sugar, and then it's only 50 calories per serving. I'm still doing my Premier Protein Delicioso. Child, I had that caramel one, and it is freaking delicious. So I'm going to have to get some more of the caramel ones, but this is my next favorite one, the vanilla. And so it's only 160 calories, 30 grams of protein in here, low fat, 1 gram of sugar. So that is what I'm having this week. I also have more spinach mix, like, so if I want to make myself a salad, I can always get some shredded chicken from like, there's a barbecue joint right by my house. I can get some smoked chicken and make a salad. And it's not fried. It's pretty lean meat and it has a good flavor to it. So I may get that, put it on top of a salad. So that's another way that I can get my protein in, and it's super easy and convenient. But that is my meal prep for the week. And also, like I said, we're talking about saboteurs, whether that person is internally, if that's you downing yourself, let that go. If it's somebody externally, let their ass go. What it is about is self-protection. You have to protect yourself, your dream, your future from somebody who's willing to wreck it and sabotage it. Even if that person is you. You have to save yourself from yourself. You'll get that on the way home, as my pastor said. All right, but it's been dope talking to you. As always, please subscribe to my channel. If you like something I said, please share it. I want to be able to reach as many people as I can with this message. Let's see. Kimberly Rainey on Facebook and my YouTube channel, Miss Kimmy Kim on Instagram. And y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I'm about to go in here and lay down. I found a new show on Netflix. And it's pretty dope because I like BBC. It's called Ripper Street. I really dig it. However, if you want a great show on Netflix, because I love to watch Netflix while I'm meal prepping. If you have not watched Luther with Idris Elba's fine self, that is the dopest show. It's like 4 seasons. It's so freaking good. So Luther on Netflix, but right now I'm watching Ripper Street. So I'm about to put all this food in the fridge and go watch Ripper Street on Netflix and chill. So y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I will get back with y'all. Holla at you later.